Today, we are going to talk about what is a build?
What defines
a build? Because there are people out here that do just exterior mods and they consider that a build. There's people that go like ham on just performance and they don't do anything else like exterior wise. It's like OEM and they consider that the build, or they go both directions and that's a build. So what is a build in your definition? Ready, set, go. We're gonna piss IG people off.
Let me just start off, because when I think of a build, first of all, I'm kind of a nerd, so I think about a computer. I think about building a computer, and what defined the build when it came to a computer was everything. So your exterior, your interior, your cooling system, everything. That all defined what was that build. So I kind of take it the same way. If you're gonna call your car a build, it's everything. It's not just one aspect. It's not just another aspect. Like I kind of believe that if all you're going to do is and I know I'm going to piss a lot of people off here, but if all you're going to do is wide body, bags, maybe a hood.
Keep going.
What, wrap wheels? That's not really a build. I don't think that's really a build. But I'm curious to know what you guys think a build is.
In my opinion, there has to be a purpose for your build. So when you think about a race car build, you can build the engine to performance. Exterior, you're gonna do probably carbon fiber, fiberglass, right? If you're doing a show car build, to me, if you go to a show car, you get a list of how many points your car has. Basically, like you said on the computer, everything has to be touched. Interior, engine bay, not necessarily, supercharger or anything like that, but cosmetics, whatever. Anything that can get you points, wheels, suspension, all that stuff. You have to have at least a little bit of everything to be considered a build, in my opinion. Otherwise, like AJ had mentioned earlier when we were talking, it's a personalized car. You're personalizing it to your taste, to your liking.
Yeah, and I pretty much say the same thing. You have track builds. You build a car for the track, so it might not necessarily look like anything's done. The car could look stock as hell, but you don't know how much money that guy spent on his suspension and his tires and everything for the track, and it's for a purpose, There's people out there like Max says. There's car show builds. There's fast car performance car builds. I think just because if you put like a carbon fiber wing or carbon fiber covers, or do like a wrap, to me that's not a build. A build is someone's car that when you look at it, you can see that he's touched almost every aspect of that car, from the outside to the inside, and even if he hasn't reached that far, he or she hasn't gone that far yet, and they're working on it, that to me is a build, But a lot of people do the quickest and easiest things. They wrap, they lower, they throw some wheels, right? And maybe change a hood, and now it's a build.
Bro, that's Instagram fame 101.
Yeah.
I'm not famous, and I have a little bit more than that. But
no, but what you have that I can tell that he has is driver mod. You put your money where your mouth is. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these people make their car look fast, but can't walk the line or whatever. Can't play the part. You can, is what I've taken. And I'm not just trying to blow smoke up your ass. There's a lot of people out there that have these cars that look fast but can't go fast. Whereas you have a car that looks fast and you do go fast. You know what I'm saying? And then the same thing with AJ. I mean, AJ's build, his car, it's simple. I consider his car to be a build because it's classy, right? It's tasteful. It's basically everything that I would do if I had a Shelby. And like that, I mean, I wouldn't consider my car a build, to me, in my opinion. I mean, it's just like an Instagram build.
Yeah. And let me back you up. I don't even consider mine a build. I consider my car personalized. My car is personalized because there's guys out there, especially in the Shelby community, that their cars are built for the track. Mine could go on the track, but some of these guys, they put a lot of money in the suspension. I mean, they changed the rotors to lighten them up. They changed the brakes. They changed the lines. They changed everything. Now they're not doing anything performance-wise, but they changed. I mean, sway bars. They're taking all the DNA out of the car and making it better so it can handle better on the track. And yeah, my car maybe look nicer, but their cars handle a lot better than mine. So my car, I don't consider my car built. It's mostly, I think it's personalized and more cosmetic, you know?
I can agree with that. I think I'm gonna agree with you on that in terms of my build too. Because I mean, I call it a build because that's just the first word that comes to mind. But no, I agree with that. I think my car, when you talk like that, my car is more personalized than it is actually built, and stuff like that. But what do you think?
I'm of the unpopular opinion that if you do anything to your car, it's built. You can put plastic up on your symbol and you're building your car. That's what my opinion is. Like kind of similar with like how Max has said, people are building it for specific reasons. So if you're building a show car, I think a finished show car, finished build would have every single little thing that could get you points. But I think if you are, your show car and you only have wheels, bags, and a wrap, then you are building your car, and therefore it is a build. You're maybe not finished, but you are building your vehicle. If you got a Chevy Cruze and you plastic dipped your symbols, you're building your car.
So do you think how you carry your car, like the appearance or the status of your car, do you think that has to do with why people have a lot of problems with what is a build and what isn't? Like if I just put bags on my car, I put wheels, and I say, oh, I got one of the cleanest Mustangs around, and I say I got one of the best builds, does that piss people off because I consider it a build? So
that pisses people off because you consider it one of the best builds, right? If you're gonna go as far as to say to get a brand new Mustang, right, and only do wheels, tires, and bags, you have one of the cleanest Mustangs, and I will agree with that because you haven't touched your engine bay, so there's no mess of wires or anything like that, right? So by definition, I consider that to be clean. What I define as clean is simple, right?
Yeah.
So by that definition, I consider your car to be a simple, and a clean car. But I think what pisses people off is when you go as far as to say I have one of the best builds, on Instagram or whatever the fuck you want to say to elaborate on what the definition of best is.
Yeah.
You see, that's where I think a lot of it is tricky, is because we have Instagram now.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing is too, you can get a car. I mean, you can go get a new car, whether it's a Camaro or a Mustang or Charger or whatever. Do a wrap, throw some wheels on it, change the hood, throw some carbon fiber bits or painted bits or whatever, and then that's it. Now all of a sudden you're a build. But you go inside the car, it's stock as fuck. You go in the engine bay, it's stock as fuck. So it's just those kind of things. I don't think consider built. Those photo well for Instagram. Yeah. That's it. But when you're at a car show, and that's what they're hoping for. What catches your eye first, and they want to win that trophy. But if the judges are really looking at your car, you ain't gonna win just because you got a wrap or you got some fenders or you got some airbags.
That's exactly what I was about to bring up. I don't think think about it on an Instagram standpoint. The people that are the most popular in our field are the ones who really haven't done anything performance-wise, but they have a lot. It looks amazing, right? There's a lot of people like that. They might have like full bolt-ons and stuff, but even still, they haven't really like built their engine. But I'm thinking it has a lot to do with car shows, because especially here in SoCal, I've seen a lot of people win who probably shouldn't have won, and all they have is bags, they're wrapped, and they have wheels.
Or a wide body.
Or a wide body.
Those are the ones that win.
And those are the ones that will win. And I think that's what makes people who have genuinely maybe built a classic from the ground up upset, because they like their simpleness, but there's a lot to it. Like, they've touched literally everything, and they don't win because.
What about the people that say that they built their car, but they didn't really build their car? Like me, for example, like I've done everything to my car. Me and my friends, my family, whatever. Bags, wrap, installation of everything. Like my car's never been in the shop.
Yeah.
So I've legit built my car. Now, do you think the people that say, they have an amazing build or whatever, and they don't even know about cars, do you guys think that's a problem?
I think that's different. I think if you're a DIY type person, that's great. Good on you for having the knowledge and the mechanical leniency to go ahead and do something like that. I would never trust myself to fucking turn a wrench on my car.
Hell no.
I'd be too worried that I did something wrong.
My car is sponsored by, I'm going to give him a shout out, Shuck With Me Bro. He's done literally 80% of everything that I have on my car, and I just sit and watch him do it.
But no, but I mean, if you look at some of the best builds that we know, Dennis, right? Ruby Red Rocket.
Oh, yeah, he's
right. These are
a-
some of the most intense, fucking hardcore
Those are
builds.
builds.
Those are
builds.
builds. But I know Dennis also went through shops to get his stuff done.
Well, yeah, and I don't think you have to work on your own car. I think you can do what you can. It's like me. There's stuff I've done on my car. I've taken body panels off. I've done some stuff on my car, and I'll do the stuff that I know I could conquer and not screw up anything. But I'm not going to sit there and align my car after I put springs. I could put the springs on, but I'm not going to align it.
Yeah.
You know, there's certain things I won't do. But you know, I think there's cars like that. There's examples in the Mustang community that are real builds. You know, and I think you have to touch on everything. Some people just, like I say, they try to be IG famous just so they could take that nice picture.
They get sponsorships.
Yeah, and they get sponsorships, and you know, it is what it is. I'm not hating. We're just trying to, you know, talk about what is a build and what is a personalization or a customized car. But you know, I think performance-wise and suspension are the biggest ones, and I think if your car is going to the drag strip or going to the track, or you want to just make your car fast, those to me are the three definitions of builds. You know, wrapping your car, throwing some wheels on it, that's not a build to me. Or changing a hood, or changing a deck panel, or something like that.
I'm almost there then.
Do you think the word build gets thrown around a lot,
Yeah.
not used in the right way?
Yeah.
Maybe that's the problem.
I think that has more to do than the actual car itself. I think that
Yeah, because you have a build. If you just say your car is customized, then no one can say anything.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can just plastic dip your mirrors or your grill. You know, that's customized. And why don't we just say it's customized? I think, like you said, build is thrown around too much.
Or modified.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, you can be modified or customized, but when you say build, that's some major territory right
I
there.
just think it's when they say like, I have one of the best car show builds.
Yeah.
But it's a body kit, rims,
Yeah,
and a
yeah,
bed.
that's
It's
BS.
like- Thank you guys for watching this episode of Shit Talking. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have anything you want us to talk about, talk shit about, don't forget to go to theenginebase.com and submit it.